clusters of data that are similar, clusters of data that are not similar, find out patterns, find out trends and stuff like that, and find out anomalies. By anomalies, I mean maybe if your data set has like 1 million records, it could say 900 and like 90% of this, 90% of that kind of looks the same, and 10% of that is very different, and that's anomaly. So that's unsupervised learning. Reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is basically, think about a game scenario, maybe a video game where there is a CPU playing on the other side. And what if the CPU learns on the go based on how you make moves? Maybe example for a chess game. And that's reinforcement learning. So basically, it's kind of like a trial and error process where a negative action that the CPU takes in a particular game is not rewarded, and a positive action that the CPU takes in a particular game step, it is rewarded positively. So trial and error, it kind of, at the end of the day, doing this trial and error again and again, the CPU or the computer learns to play the game by itself. So that's reinforcement learning. So any of the problems that you want to solve using machine learning will fall into one of these three categories. Okay, so in the first one was supervised learning, right? So supervised learning is basically comprised of two types. One is classification and the other one is regression, as seen here. Classification is basically you are predicting a proper label. Like, let's say, for example, you want to detect if a patient has cancer by looking into his MRI image, right? So that's basically a yes or no question, or maybe there are 5 different options, 5 different stages of cancer, and you want to detect which stage of cancer the particular patient is in. So that's going to be a classification problem where you're going to have a defined set of variables that you want to predict. Whereas a regression is basically predicting a numerical value. Predicting the stock price, predicting the house prices, maybe